Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and in today's video we are doing the smallest but biggest of office renovations in my little home office. So I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's go ahead and get started. So if you've been around my channel for a hot minute, you might know that this front room here in our downstairs is our guest room slash now my office. And I spend a lot of time in there, like a lot of time in there. It takes hours to edit videos. Like my Sunday resets typically take me about 3 to 4 hours to edit. And that's, you know, those are like my easiest videos to edit for the most part. So it takes a long time and I'm in there an awful lot. And right now, majority of that room is taken up with a bed, a big queen bed. And so we are getting rid of the bed, but still keeping it a guest room. It's primarily an office. It gets used as a guest room 2, 3, maybe 4 times a year. It's not a ton. And so that bed is just taking up the space. The other thing is, if somebody wants to come in there and chat with me or hang out with me while I'm in there, they have to sit on the bed, and that just makes people tired. So we're gonna move that bed out of there. We're actually gonna move the mattress upstairs. We're gonna give it to one of our boys, and then the bed frame I'm just gonna sell on Facebook Marketplace. But we will still have a bed in there for the few times a year that it's used as a guest room. And I'm gonna show you this super cool Murphy type bed that I picked up. It is actually a dresser that converts into a bed. And it's got like a fold away bed inside of it. So we thought about doing a sofa, but again, I just didn't feel like I needed that much room taken up. I would rather have a dresser and a chair because, you know, it's not like I have a lot of people in there. I didn't want a sofa. So super cool. I found it on YouTube, on Amazon, and we're gonna put that together. Yesterday, I also ordered a new desk. I was trying to do August mapping of my content, and I was trying to type on my computer and write in my planner and have my coffee and do all the things. And my little tiny adorable desk that is antique is just, it's not cutting it anymore, you guys. I need a bigger desk. So I bought an L-shaped desk to go in the corner. That's gonna be so much better. It has drawers, it has files, it has like, it's gonna actually be like good for using for an office because we need that. Like it's officially an office. So that's not gonna be here until between August 5th and 7th. So we're not gonna put that up today. You'll see that in a future video. But today we're gonna focus on getting that bed out of there. I'm gonna show you the state of that office currently with all of the boxes and all of the like empty boxes and everything. I'm not gonna pick up anything in there. I'm just gonna show it to you as it is. You can see how terrible it is and then why we need to put it together. So glad you guys are here and let's go. Well, let me go show you what we're starting with. Okay, here's the current state of the office slash guest room. Oh yeah, it's bad. This is all back to school stuff, but this is the bed that's taking up all of the room. It's gotta go. We're gonna go ahead and get started by removing everything from the room. This is like, honestly, probably the part that stresses me out the most and probably what I need to figure out the most. I need to, again, empty out the closet in here. It's a tiny little closet. It's not meant to hold anything other than a few hanging pieces of clothes, but this is where I house any of the items I'm using for sponsorships, products that I'm trying out, things that I want to share in a haul, that kind of stuff. And so a lot of things live in here for a little while. And so I just need to figure out a good transition space for that. Look in this box. That's my little old cat, Tallulah. She is 15. And she will put herself in any tiny little space that she can find. So I very gently moved her in that box. I did not take her out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all of the bedding off of this bed. I washed it all so that it could be put away nice and clean. And we're also going to remove all of the rest of the items in here. Danny's gonna come in and help me. This really was, like I said, the most stressful piece, but this bed was just taking up so much space.
Once we got everything out, Danny went ahead and removed the mattress, took that out, and then he took the bed apart just enough to remove it from the room. We were going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace, but my daughter decided that she wanted it. So it is now living upstairs, which is great. It's a beautiful little frame. We got it on Amazon, very, very affordable. I'm going to go ahead and vacuum under where the bed was now, and it does end up getting mopped. Danny ended up mopping it for me while I was away getting my hair done, and this space is now ready to completely transform.
So the bed is gone. I am actually getting ready to head out. I have a hair appointment. I gotta go get these roots done, these grays. But Danny is going, while I'm gone, Danny is going to put together the dresser bed. And my vision is that it's gonna go on this wall over here. But if you listen, the acoustics in here now sound absolutely cray-cray. And so we're gonna have to get a rug, because when I'm sitting in here doing my voiceover, this is not gonna work. So I'm gonna have to get a rug. I'm gonna look, while I'm sitting getting my hair done, I will look for a rug. But I think for now, this little side table is gonna come over here, on this wall. But then my L desk will go here, which you can't see right now, but I'll show you, later. So yeah. This is good. It already feels so much better. It was just taking up so much space that was just unnecessary.
Now, while watching my husband, my amazingly handsome husband, put together furniture is probably one of my absolute favorite pastimes. I did cut out 95% of the building of this bed, primarily because it took forever. And honestly, it would have just been really, really redundant. So this is actually the next day that we're finishing this up, but he built majority of this by himself. When I got home, I helped him build the rest of these pieces here. But basically what you do to create this drawer on the bottom, this is what the bed lays on. They kind of accordion into themselves. So you attach all of these pieces, and then this drawer goes right underneath in the bottom there. And then the doors on the top fold down to support the mattress. It's all going to make sense when you see it come together, but it really is crazy how this whole thing worked out. I really was so very impressed with this design. And if you have a small, tight space that you need to have a bed in, but don't want it to take up all of the space all of the time, this is such a fantastic solution. And it really is a very affordable solution. I considered putting the bed on the same wall that it was on before. However, when my new desk arrives, it's definitely going to encroach in that space. So this makes more sense. And I think that when you're looking at the room, this makes more sense, but wait until you see how this all comes together. I will tell you that the bed frame and the mattress did come separately. I purchased them together. They were recommended together, but they were purchased separately. And that mattress, you guys, wait until you see it. We're about to take it out. It is so comfortable. It's mind-blowing. We're also going to get a nice thick egg crate mattress topper to put on top of it. So when somebody is sleeping over, they don't feel like where it folds. You know what I mean? It just kind of all comes together and is a little bit more comfortable. So that's something we're going to be investing in. Just a nice one of those. We slept on a couch just like this, or a bed just like this, in my cousin Susan's camper. We went to Montauk, and she just puts a nice little egg crate on there, and it was perfect. So that is what we will do. But if you notice this part here, this just folds up into it, and it's so, look at this. This is so convenient and such a brilliant design, and it just looks like a nice piece of furniture. So we're going to get this mattress unraveled, and yeah, you're going to see it all come together. Now that all the heavy lifting is done, it's time to come back in and make it look cute in here. So I'm starting by moving this lamp. This is from Target. I purchased this, I want to say back in the spring. And I'm just going to go ahead and plug this in behind the bed. Now, I don't know if I should call it a dresser or a bed. It really is a bed, so that's what we need to call it. But I'm just moving this lamp, and I did end up taking that small half circle table out. I was thinking it would stay in here. However, I knew once the desk came in, it really wasn't going to make sense for it to be here. Plus, we were going to have to take it out every time we pulled the bed open anyway. So I decided just to take it out and we would be fine without it. And I actually prefer it. I'm going to use my Tynaco now, I think that's how you say that, to vacuum and mop the floor after we put this whole furniture together and had all the cardboard and everything in here. I just wanted to get the floor nice and clean again before bringing in the new rug that I purchased. I had stopped by Walmart after getting my hair done the day before, and I did find a Better Homes and Gardens rug just right there in the store. You'll notice when you see the rug that I clearly have like a style of rug that I like, because I think all the rugs in my house look pretty much the same. This one is really, really, really soft, like so soft that you have to be careful. I've slipped on it so many times, but it is really, really soft. The kids all come in and pretend to skate on it. It's really nice, and it really, really has warmed up the space. I'm now trying to decide if I need to get one of those plastic things that go on the ground to like cover your rug or the carpet so that your chair easily moves around. I move around in my chair a lot when I'm editing, so kind of feeling like I need one of those, even though they're like super not aesthetic, but seems like it would make sense for under my desk chair. So I don't really have anywhere else for this wet dry mop or wet dry vacuum, I guess, to live. So it lives in here just like my Dyson. So I decided to move it over here to this other side. What's nice is I was able to completely hide it, so you really can't even see it, and it's a perfect little spot for it. I brought back in that My Texas House tree. This is that viral Christmas tree. It's like 4.5 feet, maybe a little bit smaller, actually, maybe 3.5 feet. Sorry. But it twinkles. It's so beautiful. I just have it in an antique crock, and I loved having this in here over Christmas, and I brought it in here for my mom, so she had a nice little cozy tree when she was here for Christmas, and it ended up staying. I took it out because it got a little crowded, but now we have this space again, and it hides the wet dry vacuum, so it works out perfectly. I'm also going to use this beautiful galvanized pail. This is from Hobby Lobby, as are those verbena stems. I love those stems. I love the color that they bring in. That beautiful chartreuse green is so pretty in here in the neutral space. Just looks so good. And then I picked up this little faux plant from Walmart. It's from Better Homes and Gardens. This room gets plenty of nice natural light, so I could definitely do some real plants in here. It doesn't all have to be faux plants, but I thought it was cute. I liked the natural element that it brought in, and I love to just bring in as much greenery as possible. So thought that was cute. And I did also grab one of those viral lamp candle warmers. This is so cute. I will link all of this stuff for you down below. but it's beautiful. You just plug it in, decide how bright you want it to be, and it just warms the candle and melts it ever so gently, just enough to smell it. You can leave it on all the time. It's got a timer, and not only does it offer a really beautiful warm glow, but it also just gives a really nice scent in the room, and you don't have to leave a candle burning, which is really, really nice. I grabbed a Better Homes and Gardens candle. I think it is coconut and mahogany maybe, or something like that. I'll link everything below, like I said, and it smells really good and clean. I did just flip the candle around so you don't see the label, and it just looks really clean, really pretty at night. Right now I'm editing. We are having a thunderstorm. It is dark outside, even though it's, the middle of the day, and I've got that candle burning, and it just is really, really nice. This little mirror is also from Walmart and so pretty. You could put this, anywhere, but I liked having a little mirror in here. It just kind of, I don't know, makes the space feel a little bit bigger, and I just thought it was really, really pretty. It almost looks framed, you know what I mean? I did also decide to print a couple of our pictures from our beach photo shoot. One is this amazing photograph of my husband. Funny story. He was standing there in the sunlight while we were waiting to figure out the next pictures we were going to take. And I just looked at Maddie, our photographer, and I said, "Can you take a picture of him?" Because I wanted him to see how I see him. And I just think my husband is the most attractive man on the planet. And obviously I am unbelievably biased, as I should be. But I wanted him to just see the man that I see. And he literally said to me, "This is the best photo I've ever had taken of me." And I was like, yeah, and that's what I see all the time. So fun story about that picture, but I absolutely love that picture. It is such a gorgeous picture of him, and I love having it in a frame here in my office. But I decided I just wanted to fill this dresser with pictures of family and friends, and I'll talk more about that later in the video, and you'll see more of that come together in the second part of this video. But love having pictures in here. It just really makes the space very personal. Another reason I seriously love this bed is that this is actually storage down here, which is brilliant because this is where you're going to house all of the bedding that goes on that mattress. It's perfect. So I'm just using my Dyson to vacuum out the drawer. It did have, some dust and things in here. So I'm just going to vacuum this out really well. And that is looking fantastic. And then we're also going to put the pillows and everything in here. I did vacuum seal them in these bags. I get these bags on Amazon, and they're perfect because they come in all different sizes. They're very affordable, and it just not only helps to not take up so much space, but it keeps your pillows protected, so from bugs and stuff like that. So that's what I did. They have clean pillowcases on them, so I just shoved them in here, sucked out the air, and then I was able to put the comforter in here as well. And I was washing the sheets, but they have since been dried and folded, and they are also in there. So it's all tucked away and ready to go. Once we get that egg crate mattress topper, we will fold that up and put it in where the mattress is. And this is just ready for the next guest. It's perfect. We're going to take a second now to clean up my desk as well as the dresser. Like I mentioned, this is such a cute little vanity, but you guys, it is way, 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 way too small. And I'm really looking forward to having a bigger desk. Okay, my friends, here is the new office space for now. It's a little bit echoey in here, so I'm gonna work on that. I'm hoping that when I do my voiceovers, that isn't super noticeable. So I will keep you posted on if I need to make any adjustments. But you guys, this Murphy bed is so cool. I cannot even tell you, like, this was such an incredible investment, and I am so thankful that we did this. What do you think, Lion? You haven't been in here. But I am so obsessed with this thing. It was such a good investment. That is a queen bed in there, you guys. And in the bottom drawer, I was able to stow away both the comforter, an extra blanket. Those are the pillows that I vacuum sealed so that, you know, no bugs would get in them. And I'm currently washing the matching sheets. So once those are dry, I will pack those away as well. And it's just so incredibly convenient. And if you live in a small apartment, or just like this, where you have a guest room that is not often used as a guest room, this is a perfect way to, you know, store the bed. So incredibly nifty and space saving. So currently I did take down that large calendar that I had behind the door. It's just not functional and it's not pretty and I don't need it and it's fine. I did take it down. And I think I'm going to actually take down this tack board. I might continue to use it. We'll see. I might put it somewhere else. But I do think I'm going to take it down. It's just kind of odd. But I did order 8x10 photos from our beach photo shoot that we just did. So I'm going to do 3 up there. And then I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do on this wall. I may take this down and I may just bring in my tall mirror, and then I could just do like my hauls and stuff from in here. I don't know. We'll see. And then on this side where the desk is, this is far too small now, you guys. I don't have room to like check my emails, check, you know, the communication websites that I use with my management team, and effectively use my planner, make my list for the day. Over there, I have my tissues because, like I said, allergies. I also have like my camera batteries charging. When those aren't charging, I'm charging my phone or I'm charging my my mouse. And I also have my external hard drive right there. And so I just don't have enough space to be using all of it. This is such an adorable desk, but it really is more like a little vanity and it's just not working for in here. So I did purchase a L-shaped desk. It's a 60 by 60, and that should be here sometime next week. So you will see that. I will film that when I bring that in. So it's going to be a part 1. And then I'm also going to refinish this dresser because now it doesn't match. Now it like significantly stands out. So I am going to paint it to match this and the desk, which is very, very similar. It's got the white bottom with the wooden top. So I will paint this white and then I will stain the top of it to make it match, get black hardware. So then everything is the same and it just feels cohesive and, you know, put together. I am loving the rug. The rug is from Walmart, Better Homes and Gardens. It was in store. I just went in and grabbed it. It was perfect. The walls in here, the wainscoting is, or I'm sorry, the board and batten is Revere Pewter, I think. Is that what color that is? No. Accessible beige. I think it's accessible beige. And then the top is Swiss coffee. And I love it. And I do need to paint this door. I don't know why I didn't paint this door originally, but I need to paint this door and I need to paint the door to the room and the door frame the same accessible beige. I like that. I do not like there to be like white on the bottom. I like the wainscoting color to go all the way down because I think when it's white
like when you have a white baseboard, it just looks weird. It makes the room look smaller. This looks much bigger. So I'm gonna do that. So in the next video, you will see the new desk, painting the doors and trim, and refinishing this. So very exciting, like very, very, very exciting. I love my view from my office. However, when I have the L-shaped desk, I am going to move my computer over to the corner so that way it doesn't, look, because right now you can kind of see it out from outside and it doesn't look very nice. So that'll look nicer and more clean with it over in the corner. And it's just going to look really, really pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do about my hanging plant. I might have to lift it a little. This hanging planter is from IKEA. I love it. It's like a little scallop design kind of. And then this hanging eucalyptus is from Michael's. Lion, I feel you, buddy. I'm gonna love on you in just a moment, okay, bud? I love you so much. You will not leave me alone. I'm thinking that I might need a cat tree in here as well as a bed for Charlie. Charlie was in here just a few minutes ago and she was just laying on the rug, which is totally fine. She could do that, but I think that she would enjoy having a bed in here. So, love my view from here though. Like, love seeing the blooming hydrangeas. Danny needs to mow the lawn. It was just 95 degrees today, so that didn't happen. But yeah, everything just looks really great. Hidden over there is our Dyson. And then I did put the Tyneco, however you say it, over here. You can't see it. It's well hidden. So like when you're standing anywhere else in the room, you're not going to be able to see it over there, which is really, really great. I had it behind me before. I don't really have anywhere else to store it. So I don't have a plug in my laundry room. There's definitely no room in my pantry. So that's where it's going to live. I am thinking that I might mount our skylight calendar over here. That's our electric calendar that has everybody's chores. Right now it lives on the coffee bar, but it kind of... No, I probably won't move it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking about mounting it over here because it would be better in here. It just would free up that space on the office. No, geez, Tiffany, on the coffee bar. But I don't know if everybody will come in here to see it. So who knows? But that is where we're at for step one. Everything is looking fantastic. I am so happy with it. This little Murphy bed is fantastic. It does have a plug over here, so you can plug this into the wall and then have these plugs on the side, which is nice. When I have somebody staying here, I'll probably do that because there's a USB charger and a USB, so people could charge their phones, which is really, really great. But it's not plugged in right now because it's not needed. So love it. I love how this all turned out. I told Danny I want to just cover this in pictures, and then when somebody comes over, I'll put them all in a bag and put them in the closet. But like I said, that's going to be so rare that I just want tons and tons of just pictures up here. Pictures of friends and family and just good times. And I think that will be really, really nice. So that is going to do it. I have to go give this kitty some attention because he is climbing all over me, rubbing all over me nonstop. Lion, what's your deal, bud? Are you feeling neglected? Are you feeling neglected? You just want some love. Is that what's going on? You just want some love. Okay, you can't scratch my pants though. Can't climb up me. I'll pick you up in a second. The other thing that we're gonna do in that other video, that second video, is we will also put up the pictures above here. Just to finish up the space. So I am feeling so excited about this, you guys. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed if you are not already. And I will see you guys in part 2 and the next video, whichever one comes first. Thanks so much for being here. See you next time.